Long ago, in Jambudweep, there ruled a powerful king named Abhaya Sen. The king was brave, but he believed that true strength lies in wisdom. King Abhaya Sen was seated on his throne. The royal court was full. One day the king said to his minister Devadatta,
Minister Devadatta, many people in my kingdom call themselves wise, but when the time comes to test their wisdom, they all fall silent. I want to know how many truly wise people live in my kingdom. I have won many wars. I have expanded my kingdom. But today, a question troubles my mind. Are my people only hardworking, or are they truly wise as well?
The minister replied,
Your Majesty, it is true. People are not afraid of labor, but they are afraid of thinking. Just give the order, and I will make arrangements immediately. Your concern is justified. However, it is not easy to recognize wisdom.
The king said,
That is why I will not choose the easy path. I will ask questions that cannot be answered by memory alone, but require deep thinking. Why not bring fear face to face today? I will ask 3 unusual questions. Whoever answers correctly will be called truly wise. Whoever fails to answer will be punished with blue water.
The minister asked.
Your Majesty, blue water?
The king replied,
Yes, so that people understand the price of not making the effort to think.
The minister asked.
Shall I summon the entire kingdom?
The king said,
No, one village is enough. Where there is true understanding, there will also be the effort of wisdom.
Minister Devadatta went to the village. He had drums beaten in the village square to make an announcement.
The message of King of Asen is this: whoever considers himself wise must be ready to answer the king's 3 questions. The king commands that all who think they are wise must prepare themselves. The answer must come from intelligence and understanding. Whoever fails to answer will be punished with blue water.
There was panic in the village. People began whispering among themselves.
Oh God, if we answer incorrectly, our lives will be over. The king is not testing wisdom, he is inviting death. The king's questions will not be easy. Who would dare argue with the king? A wrong answer will bring trouble. We are just farmers. We know how to plow the fields. We do not know how to use our minds cleverly. What if we give a wrong answer and the king becomes angry?
Both fear and curiosity spread through the village. In that same village lived a learned scholar. His name was Pandit Ramdev. His daughter Radha was very intelligent and sharp-minded. The minister went to the Pandit's house.
Panditji, I have heard from the villagers that you are wise. The king wishes to ask you and the villagers some questions.
The king's command is above all. What kind of questions are they?
They are unusual, Panditji. They can only be solved with wisdom.
After the minister left, Panditji became worried. He spoke to his daughter.
My daughter, did you hear the king's message? The punishment of black water is not an ordinary penalty. It is difficult to understand a king's mind. The king's questions will not be easy.
Radha replied,
Father, if even the wise become afraid, what will happen to the foolish? The king is also a human being, and human beings are most influenced by truth and understanding. If the questions are difficult, then the answers must be given thoughtfully. Wisdom also demands effort.
But the questions will be hard. If my answers are wrong, I will leave you an orphan.
Difficult questions give wisdom the opportunity to work hard. If you do not go, then wisdom itself will lose, Father.
My daughter, I am afraid.
Duty is greater than fear. You will go. And if you cannot think of an answer, ask for time.
The next day, with trembling steps, the Pandit entered the royal court. King Abhaya Sen was seated on his throne. The court was full.
Pandit Ramdev, you are known as a wise man. Are you ready?
Your Majesty, I will try.
You know, Pandit, if your answers are wrong, or if I am not satisfied with them, you will be punished with blue water.
Yes, Your Majesty, I am fully aware.
Very well. Here is my first question. Where does God sit? My second question is, in which direction does God face? And this is my third and most difficult question. What does God do?
The people sitting in the court and the villagers began looking at one another.
Silence meant failure. The path to blue water could open at any moment.
Your Majesty, I need some time.
Time? Why?
Because wisdom also demands effort, Your Majesty.
Very well. Time is granted.
The Pandit returned home worried.
What happened, Father? Did you answer all of the king's questions?
Oh, my daughter, the king's questions are very difficult and complex. So, just as you advised, I asked for time.
Father, what kind of question is it that you could not answer?
Pandit Ramdev told his daughter all the questions that were asked in the court.
Father, why are you so worried? I will go in your place and answer these questions.
No, my daughter, I am not so selfish that I would risk my daughter's life to save myself. You know very well that if the king is not satisfied with your answers, you will be punished with blue water.
Father, I know the answers to these questions. Do not worry.
Radha went to the royal court.
Victory to the king! Your Majesty, I am Radha, the daughter of Pandit Ramdev. My father has not been well for a few days. Therefore, he has sent me to answer your questions.
A woman in the royal court? Someone whispered.
Your Majesty, the wisdom you wish to test does not discriminate between man and woman.
You have come in place of your father, but do you understand that if I am not satisfied with your answers, you will receive severe punishment?
Yes, Your Majesty, I understand very well.
Very well. If this is your wish and you have such confidence in your father, I will begin asking you the questions.
Your Majesty, please ask your questions. I will certainly answer them. But before we begin this discussion, I have a request.
Speak. What do you want?
Your Majesty, you must know that the one who asks questions is considered the student, and the one who answers is considered the teacher. Our scriptures say that a teacher must always be given a higher seat, and the student must sit below the teacher.
King Abhaya Sen was deeply impressed by Radha's words. With pleasure, he offered her his throne. He himself stepped down and sat below her. Then he spoke again.
Listen to me carefully. If I am not satisfied with your answers, I will imprison you in a dark cell for life.
Your Majesty, I accept your condition. I stand firm in my promise. Please ask your questions. I will answer them.
My first question is, where does God sit?
Radha thought that the king would not be satisfied with a direct answer, so she decided to respond differently. Your Majesty, please have a cow brought here.
A cow was brought immediately.
Your Majesty, does this cow have milk?
Yes, it certainly has milk.
Where is it?
It is in her udder.
Your Majesty, that is not entirely correct. Milk is present throughout the cow's body. The udder is only the place from which the milk is drawn. Now, please have a bowl filled with milk brought to me. Tell me, does this milk contain butter?
Yes, it does.
Where is the butter?
How can one say exactly where the butter is in the milk?
In the same way that you believe butter is in the milk, even though you cannot point to its exact location, God is present everywhere in the universe. Just as butter is present throughout the milk, and milk is present throughout the cow's body, God is present everywhere. Just as milk must be churned to obtain butter, A person must look within their own heart to realize God. Now tell me, Your Majesty, are you satisfied with the answer to your question?
Yes, I am satisfied.
Those who used to say that God lives only in the sky were now proven wrong in the king's eye.
Your Majesty, please ask the second question.
My second question is, in which direction does God face? Does he face east, west, north, or south?
Your second question is unusual. However, I will certainly answer it. I need a lit lamp.
Very well, bring a lamp.
The lamp was brought and lit.
Your Majesty, tell me, in which direction does the light of this lamp shine? Does it shine toward the east, west, north, or south?
What kind of question is that? Its light spreads in all directions.
Your Majesty, just as the light of this lamp spreads everywhere, God sees equally in all directions.
The king was very pleased with Radha's answer. He was deeply impressed. Then he asked the third question.
What does God do?
When Pandit Ramdev saw his daughter sitting on the king's throne, he was astonished.
Please come forward, Panditji, and take this seat.
Radha asked her father to sit on the throne where she had been sitting. She requested the king to sit in the place meant for Pandit Ramdev. Then Radha spoke.
Your Majesty, this is what God does. He constantly brings change. He can turn a king into a beggar, and a beggar into a king. In this world, there is always rise and fall. There is prosperity, and there is decline. A person sometimes receives honor and respect, and at other times faces insult. I hope you are satisfied with all my answers.
Yes, Radha. Today I have not only received answers, but witnessed the true effort of wisdom. I am satisfied with all your answers. I have no doubt about Pandit Ramdev's knowledge. From today onward, I grant Pandit Ramdev a place in my royal court and bestow upon him a high position.
Victory to the king! Victory to the king!
Forgive me, Your Majesty, but I am not worthy of this honor.
Why do you say that, Panditji? Today I have accepted your wisdom. This is not only your reward, but also beneficial for the kingdom.
Forgive me, Your Majesty. All the answers were given by my daughter. They were her own. I cannot claim the reward for my daughter's knowledge.
We admire your honesty and requires great bravery. Today you have proven that your wisdom is supreme. We grant your daughter a position in the royal court with a high rank, and we declare Pandit Ramdev as the royal guru of the kingdom. Such people are the true wealth of this state.
The king was so pleased with Radha's answers that he welcomed her into the royal court. He declared Pandit Ramdev the royal guru of the kingdom. Now the king's mind was calm and joyful. Where fear ends, wisdom is born. The one who works hard with wisdom is the true victor. A sword may win wars, but wisdom wins the world.